This is the strangest kid I have ever seen. Usually no classmate dared to approach him. All the animals see him. Will be produced inexplicably. A sense of fear. He was born at 6 o'clock on June 6. This is an unlucky hour. At the boy's 6th birthday party. When his nanny turned around. See a big black G. The two sides looked at each other for a few seconds. The nanny seems to be bewitched. Climbed directly onto the roof. And there is a rope tied around his neck. She shouted excitedly at the boy. Everyone looked up. The babysitter only said a word to the boy. It's all for you. Then I stretched my legs and sent me away. Everyone saw this weird scene. All scared silly. The scene immediately triggered SL. Father Biao quickly picked up his son. But the boy is not only not afraid. And greeted Dahe Ji in the distance. The next weird thing around him. Will be more and more. So what's the origin of this boy? Time back to 6 years ago. A little comet ZL Earth. According to the prophecies in the Bible. The Pope believes. When the comet reaches the Earth. Is the day devil descends on Earth. And the other side. Diplomatic Ji Biao rushed to the hospital. The pastor inside told him. Because of his wife Kim's dystocia. The child died just after birth. Hearing the news, Brother Biao collapsed on the spot. At this time the pastor told him. There is a newborn baby in the delivery room. The child's mother passed away due to dystocia. And no other relatives. The priest suggested that he take the child. Why? Brother Biao knows that his wife can't bear the pain of losing a child. That's all. He held the child in front of his wife. But he didn't tell Sister Jin that X is really X. The two took one for the child. The resounding name Xiaoshe. I don't know, I raised a devil. Since. Brother Biao's career is on the same track. All the way up. W to the position of Deputy Ambassador. This day. Brother Biao's superior encountered a big traffic jam. The time on the ambassador's watch. It just happened to be 6 minutes and 6 seconds. A fuel tanker nearby crashed into the ambassador. The gasoline in the tank poured into it instantly. Cigarette butts on the ground became the fuse S. This bizarre car accident. Let the ambassador get the lunch. Brother Biao took over the job of the superior. Became the new ambassador. Since the babysitter taking care of Xiaoshe had an accident, Sister Jin started looking for a new babysitter. A woman came over and nominated herself. An excellent resume allows couples. They decided to keep her. The next day, a priest finds Brother Biao. He actually knew. Brother Biao's son leads Y. The priest not only said that Xiaoshe is the incarnation of devil, also said his biological mother. Actually a jackal. If you don't stop him, both you and your wife are in danger. Brother Biao thinks this is just nonsense. Immediately asked the security to drive him away. But soon Sister Jin. I found Xiaoshe had a problem. How weird is this little boy? The gorilla in the zoo saw him. Like being threatened. Even want to break through the glass and attack him. This thing makes Jin Jia feel something is wrong. So she decided to take Xiaoshe to the church to pray. But when they get closer to the church, the uglier the son's face. Suddenly, Xiaoshe is crazy. Keep attacking Sister Jin. Fortunately, Brother Biao is here. Although he stopped Xiaoshe. But Sister Jin got hurt on her forehead. The family can only go back the same way. Strange things happened one after another. Plus Xiaoshe grew up. Never got sick. Woman's sixth sense. Makes her think Xiaoshe is abnormal. Plus I am pregnant. So she was very worried. Brother Biao thinks his wife thinks too much. In the evening he came to his son's room. But saw one. The fierce big black G is inside. And leaned down to attack him. Timely appearance of the babysitter. Big black G only lifted the offensive posture. She explained to Brother Biao. Dahe was picked up by Xiaoshe. Brother Biao is very angry. Immediately let her take Dahe away. This day, the priest who was chased away before, found Brother Biao again, and asked him to meet near the church tomorrow. Otherwise, Sister Jin will be decided. When the priest came out, a reporter photographed him. Go back and take a look at the photos. There is a beam of light above the priest's head. No matter how you wipe it, you can't wipe it off. Second photo. The light beam passed through his body. Brother Biao arrived as scheduled the next day. The priest reminded him again. Said Xiaoshe is the incarnation of devil. He will kill Sister Jin and the fetus in the abdomen. Even you can't escape. Finally let Brother Biao find Pope of Rome. The Pope will tell him how to fix it all. Brother Biao didn't take it seriously after listening. He warned the priest to stop looking for himself. After Brother Biao is gone, sudden lightning and thunder in the street. The priest seems to have noticed something. He hurried back to the church. But the door was locked instantly. A flash of lightning came down. Just hit the roof of the church. A lightning rod fell straight down. That's all. The priest received the lunch on the spot. This matter soon got on the new W. Brother Biao felt a little flustered after seeing it. Then the reporter found Brother Biao. He photographed the priest, took out those photos, and think that the light beam passing through the body is a sign of the death of Priest S. And on Xiao Shuai's birthday, he took a picture of the babysitter. The babysitter has a similar beam on her neck. Not only that, on the S body of the priest, he also found a 666 symbol. This phenomenon is really incredible, and the priest's prophecy to Sister Jin will soon be fulfilled. Boy pretending to ride a scooter and playing is actually going to knock her mother down. Sister Jin asked him to find someone to save herself, but he just watched coldly. In the end, Sister Jin fell down because of exhaustion. The child in the womb is definitely not safe. Sister Jin, who has recovered, tell Brother Biao what happened. This makes him have to believe what the priest said. Then he and the reporter came to the priest's residence. All kinds of Bibles are plastered in the room. Seems to be afraid of something. According to the information left by the priest, it records June 6th, 6 years ago. It's time for devil to come. Xiaoshui was born at 6 o'clock that day. Is he really the legendary devil? The reporter took out another photo of himself. There is also a white beam on the neck. The reporter is worried about himself. Will be like priests and nanny. In order to figure out all this, the two came the hospital where Xiaoshui was born. But there was a big fire in the hospital 6 years ago. All the materials have been burned completely. So they found the pastor back then. Original priest. Because of being bewitched by devil, let him adopt Xiaoshui. Under the guidance of the pastor, they walked into a cemetery, opened the grave of Xiao Shuai's biological mother. I didn't expect it to be as the priest said. Xiao Shuai's mother is indeed a jackal. At the same time, Biao's son, also buried here. But there are deep scars on the child's skull. It can be concluded that the son did not die soon, but by the believers of devil. The two found it right away. Pope in the mouth of the priest. The Pope told Brother Biao, I want to verify if Xiaoshui is a devil. Just look at his hair. Is there a 666 mark? The only one that can stop the devil. WQ is the holy sword. And told them to be. Church proceed. But the kind-hearted Brother Biao, that naively thinks Xiaoshui is just a child, don't want to hurt your hands. He doesn't know yet. The nanny is actually a believer in devil. She injected dye into Sister Jin's infusion tube, caused Sister Jin's death on the spot. The reporter here wants to survive. Decided to bring the holy sword and do it yourself. Suddenly the hammer on the roof fell off. Directly broke an old iron. The whole iron frame fell down. The reporter is like a sign of death in the photo. Different parts of the body. And Brother Biao also witnessed all this. He also received news that his wife was killed that night. This time he finally wakes up. Rushed back overnight with the holy sword. After arriving home, he cut Xiao Shuai's hair. Sure enough, I saw it above. Mark of 666. Haven't slowed down yet. The nanny found him. The two wrestle together. After all, Brother Biao is burly. The nanny is not an opponent at all. He stuffed Xiaoshui into the car. Towards the church. Slam on the floor oil. It also caught the attention of the PC on the road. Finally came to the church. Brother Biao also raised the holy sword. But he still hesitated. Missed the best time. Suddenly the PC rushed in. Brother Biao was hit on the spot B. No one knows. Why does he want his own son? But still held a funeral for him. The surviving Xiaoshui was adopted by President T. With a wicked smile. Continue to harm the world. Don't know the ending. Can you accept? The film was released on June 6, 2006. This date does have a strong suspense. The plot inside is also quite tense. Okay, for today's commentary. Just here. We. See you next time.